You wake up before sunrise. The air hurts your lungs. Snow stretches for miles in every direction. Nothing grows here. Most animals are already gone. And yet, somehow, your family survives. For most of human history, winter was not an inconvenience. It was a death sentence. A single mistake meant starvation. A broken tool meant freezing. A failed hunt meant no spring. So how did ancient humans survive deadly winters? The answer begins long before cities, long before farming, long before written history, around 400,000 years ago. Humans and their relatives began moving into colder parts of Eurasia, and they ran into a problem. The human body is terrible at surviving extreme cold. Thin skin, little body hair, no natural insulation like bears or wolves. Left alone in freezing temperatures, humans die quickly. So our ancestors did something remarkable. They didn't change their bodies, they changed their world. One of the earliest clues comes from ancient hearths, controlled fire, discovered at sites hundreds of thousands of years old. Fire changed everything. It gave heat, it gave light, it drove away predators. And it expanded where humans could live. Suddenly, winter nights became survivable. But fire alone was not enough. A campfire cannot feed you. And winter takes food away. Plants die back. Animals migrate. Calories disappear. Survival required planning, months in advance. A rare cognitive leap. During warmer seasons, humans gathered relentlessly. They hunted large animals, collected nuts, stored plants, tracked every opportunity, every summer success. Became winter insurance, and failure, often brutal. Archaeological evidence shows repeated starvation events in prehistory. Some groups vanished, others moved on. Winter filtered humanity. Only the prepared endured. Then came one of the greatest inventions ever made: clothing. The earliest garments are hard to trace, but there is a clue hidden in genetics: clothing lice. In 2011, research led by Mark Stoneking revealed something surprising. These lice evolved from head lice. Only after humans began wearing clothes regularly. That suggests clothing became widespread around 170,000 years ago, right as humans expanded into colder regions. Animal hides became portable shelters. Fur trapped heat. Leather blocked wind. For the first time, humans carried survival with them. Imagine stepping into a blizzard with nothing. Now imagine it wrapped in fur and hide. The difference is life. But clothing still had limits. Winter storms could last weeks. Shelter became essential. Archaeologists have found evidence of huts made from wood, hides, and mammoth bones. In present-day Ukraine, entire circular homes were built from massive bones. Not debris, not remains, homes. Some contained central hearths, tiny islands of warmth in frozen darkness. But the real breakthrough was not just tools. It was each other. Humans survived winter together. Anthropologists believe cooperation became one of our greatest advantages. Alone, you could fail. Together, you could share risk. Hunters shared meat. Families shared shelter. Knowledge passed between generations. Where animals migrated. Which plants were safe. How to keep fire alive through the night. These details were not small. They were survival itself. Could a forgotten skill decide life or death? Often, yes. Survival was not only physical, it was cultural. Each generation inherited thousands of years of knowledge. Fire-making, clothing, shelter building, food preservation, hunting strategy. These were not just skills. They were technology. Then came the harshest chapter, the last glacial maximum. Around 20,000 years ago, ice sheets covered vast parts of the northern hemisphere. Temperatures dropped dramatically. Entire ecosystems collapsed and shifted. And yet, humans remained. Not everywhere, not easily. But they endured. They moved. They adapted. They innovated. Archaeologist Steven Kuhn argues that survival depended on technology and social networks. In other words, people survived because they could learn from each other. Knowledge became a tool, just like a spear, just like fire, just like shelter. When winter came, humans did not rely on claws or fur. They relied on information, and that may be the most important truth of all. The story of winter is not really about cold. It is about memory. Every fire technique, every stitch of clothing, every hunting strategy, every lesson passed from parent to child. These small pieces of knowledge kept humanity alive, and still do, because the greatest survival tool humans ever evolved was not strength, it was the ability to share what we know, and the warmth that carried our ancestors through deadly winters was never just fire, it was each other.